kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Welcome everybody in once again to Sim Racing Media tonight. We're back with the Racers Elite Next Gen Series this time as they are starting race 1 here of the chase for the Cup. Just finishing up practice just a little bit, rolling through. They are going to be set for 200 laps of fun and excitement tonight. Guys have had practice in the Xfinity cars last night. Jump over to the Next Gen. That's going to be a little bit different. We've got Andrew Teft, Corey Crowell, Dennis Kane, Ira Kohlhaas, Jarrett Larder, Austin John Smith, Dustin Bloodworth, Scotty Davis, Paul Shaw, Kinsley Smith, Alex Teft, Kirby Wainscott, all going to be battling for the championship here in the Next Gen Series. Should be just getting ready to roll out qualifying. Got the 29 Chevy of Ira Kohlhaas out on track. First one in out gets a 23:51. Ira Kohlhaas does. See what he can do on this second lap. Gonna complete both of his before anybody else gets a qualified time, it looks like here. Yeah, second lap he goes a little bit faster, 22:91 there. Dennis Kane rolling through with the number 4 Ford. 23:12 for his first time. Second time at 22:83, jumps up to the top of the board. See if Jarrett Larder can do on his final lap here, looks like. 23:28. Kinsley Smith finished his first lap at 23:13. Coming through 3 and 4, coming to the start finish line. 22:86 jumps up for P2 now. Alex Teft working that 23 Chevy through the start finish line. See what he can do once he gets rolling here. Coming to the start finish line first time by. 23:32. We'll see if he can go any faster this time. Yeah, 23:05 for the second time by. Well, not too bad there. Austin Smith, 22:95 first time by. We'll see what he can do second time. Usually one of the faster guys out on track. He was not here last night, so he's got a little... Maybe it'll be easy for him after not having to drive that Xfinity car here. Top of the board, 22:67. Just a couple drivers left, it looks like. Andrew Teff, Jason Monteville, Matthew Wilson, and Corey Crowell. Good evening, Josh. Thanks for checking in as usual. Just not have enough time to race tonight, or had your fill last night? It looks like Corey got on track. See what he can do with the 21 Ford here. First time by, 23:38. Down the backstretch he goes. And as I was saying last night, it's not basically a traditional kind of shaped track or a short track that you see. It is a D-shaped oval. 23:10 for Corey there. Oh, definitely, man. Andrew Teff, first time by a 22:92. If you can get any more out of that number 6 Ford. A little bit, but not much. Just jumps up in front of Ira Kohlhaas there. So 2 left. Jason Monteville and Matthew Wilson. If they're going to jump out and take a lap. But while we wait for that, it is a 3/4 mile track. Track temperature 77 degrees, ambient air 76. A little bit of moisture in the air, not too much of a breeze as well. But there you can see that it is basically shaped like a D, as that backstretch is the only straightaway you see. You'll see a little more sliding coming off of 2 headed down that backstretch. But last night we also saw a couple guys get loose, making the transition from turn 4 through the start finish line there. We'll see how that all shakes out here as well. Look like either one of them are going to jump on track, so that might be the way the field sits here. Just about a minute left. You can get a couple laps in, as these laps are only 22, 23 seconds like you see here. We'll see him get a little bit quicker as the race wears on and the tires get worn in a little bit, and then they'll start to fall off again. These guys do have 50% fuel, and since it's a 200 lap race, I'm going to say we're probably going to see pit stops anywhere between 50 and 60 laps, depending on how it goes. 25 seconds left, so they won't be able to post a time. So that is going to be your field. So Austin Smith is the pole winner. They have finished up this qualifying session. Let them jump over to their cars and we'll see how this field stacks up here. So Austin Smith is going to lead them to the green. Dennis Kane to his outside in row 1. Row 2 is going to be Kinsley Smith in the 15. You go back to Andrew Teff to his outside. Ira Kohlhaas and Alex Teft. Corey Crawwell is in 7th with Jarrett Larder to his outside. We'll see if the two gentlemen that did not post a qualifying time jump into the session. But that is where we sit. Doesn't look like they're going to. So looks like we'll probably have a field of 8 as they get ready to roll off here. We'll see if this Milwaukee 23 Chevy is able to bring home another victory here. Dennis Kane in the Northville Lumber Company, number 4 Ford. They get ready to battle it out here. Looks like we got one more time around the track. Hello, Sarah. Thanks for joining in once again. Like it's going to be 8 cars for 200 laps here at Richmond. And I think everybody's going to try and just make 3 pit stops. See if anything changes the strategy a little bit. Pace car is in. Austin Smith with the button. It's halfway through the restart zone and he is down and away like a bullet there. Dennis Kane almost half a second back from the beginning here. Kinsley Smith, Andrew Teff side by side. Kohlhaas and Alex Teff side by side. Kinsley Smith's going to get by. Alex Teff still hanging up on the high line a little bit. Looks like Ira Kohlhaas gets a little loose, slides up. Middle of the track, gets to the outside wall. Jarrett Larder down on the inside row. Tries to slide up in front of Kohlhaas, and he will. Austin Smith just rolling through here, already out to almost a second lead over Dennis Kane. Kinsley Smith about a half second back from there. Andrew Teff about 3/10 back. Closest battle on the track right now. They are starting to go side by side here. Andrew Teff down to the inside, Kinsley Smith up high. And Teff is going to take that away. If he's going to be able to slide up. Alex Teff looking to follow in Big Brother's footsteps here. But Kinsley Smith slides down and kind of shuts that door there. Looks like Ira Kohlhaas is in the pits. Let's see what happened here to Ira. We're focused on the front here. Oh. That looks like hardware failure to me. Austin Smith out to 1.5 second lead. Dennis Kane, Andrew Teff, Kinsley Smith, Alex Teff, Garrett Larder, and Corey Crowell. Crowell just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 22:60. Faster than even the leader at the moment in a 22:61. Crowell closing in here on the back of Larder. Down to the inside, he's going to try and make the pass as they come down the front stretch here. Larder clear up to the outside. Back through the field a little ways. Everybody's kind of spread out. Closest battle on track is after Alex Tept got by Kinsley Smith. Pretty close battle there. Yeah, that was no caution there. Josh said it looks like they he hit the wall and got rolling straight fast enough so they didn't throw that caution flag. Working lap 14, almost 15 here. Like Ira's back out on track. Crowell trying to get up to Kinsley Smith. Not quite as many Smiths as I usually see in here. Ooh, Alex Tept just got loose, went down the track. They're still racing up here, racing clean. Let's take a look, see what happened there. Coming to the front stretch here. See what happens. Slow it down just a little bit here. Well, it looks like he just got loose. Nothing really happened there. So now he will have to battle back up. Couple spots up to get that car gathered in back underneath of him. That is still going to be basically the closest battle of Smith and Crowell now. Kinsley Smith, Crowell, closest battle on track. About 3/10 separate them as Crowell's trying to close in there. Jarrett Larder has Ira Kohlhaas. Alex Tept just in front. Kohlhaas is about 6 laps down. Kohlhaas was able to get by Larder. Not for position or anything, but still out there. Austin Smith is rolling through pretty quickly here. Austin Smith has only raced a few times. Like he's raced 5 times and he's finished top 10 4 times. Has 1 win and 3 top 5s, so the leader of the pack now is Andrew Teft. He's got 6 wins, 10 top 5s, 11 top 10s out of 11 races. He's got a 15-point cushion over we'll call it almost half of the rest of the field, and then everybody else is about 18 back. So he definitely has a little advantage here. We'll see how that works once the races start getting towards the end. They do have quite the races coming up. They got Phoenix, Kansas, Homestead, Miami, Iowa, Auto Club, and then they'll round it out with Texas Motor Speedway. Dennis Kane about 3 1/4 back. Has a 1.25 second gap back to Andrew Teft. Corey Crawwell up to 4th, up 3 spots now, as he was able to get by Kinsley Smith. Smith fell about 2 seconds back. Alex Teft is 2.5 back of Smith. And Jarrett Larder is rolling around the track 3 seconds back of Teft. Race has been basically all Austin John Smith here. See if we can get some action on track here. Looks like everybody's pretty well spread out over a second or so. Missing a few of the regular drivers here. Austin John Smith has, like, he started in 4 races. He's won the pole in one of them and also won 1 race. Average finishes 3.75. Let's go to Dennis Kane. Dennis Kane, his average finish is 4.92. He has 1 win. Finishes in the top 10 91% of the time, so heck of a job there. Andrew Teft was dominant early in the season, winning 6 times. Led 554 laps. The total laps that he's run is 1,345 on just Thursday night here. Let's see if we can maybe do a little turn it up segment here. Be back in a moment here. We'll see what these guys can do once they figure out what the pit window is going to be. Somebody's going to have to do something a little bit different than Austin John Smith. Let's jump on board, see how he gets around here, as he is out to almost a 5-second lead right now. Coming down the backstretch. Jarrett Larder just in front of him there. Like he's pretty much just staying nice and smooth, nice and easy. He backed up that corner just a little bit. He's not shifting gears. He's staying in 4th gear, rolling around. See what Dennis Kane's doing here. Andrew Teft coming down pit lane, lap 50. Yeah, doing about the same thing, staying in fourth gear, rolling through. Crowell up a couple spots here. Up 4 exactly, sitting P3 at the moment. And it looks like everybody's going to come down pit lane except for the leader. And looks like Kinsley Smith has not came down yet either, so those two are the ones that are staying out at the moment. Thanks, Michael Smith, for tuning in. Not racing tonight, but came out supporting. Kind of saw this happen last night. We had a driver that everybody was pitting lap 50, 55, or what have you. And there was a driver that went, I'm going to say almost 15 laps farther. Was trying to make it to halfway just to, you know, make that one stop. Didn't quite make it and then wound up getting caught while he was a lap down with the caution, when a caution came out. But we are a quarter of the way through the race. See if he still staying out, still rolling. So there's one car left on the lead lap. He's the only driver that has not pitted yet. Rolling down that backstretch. We'll have to see what the strategy becomes here. As Andrew Teft is in second place, he's 39 seconds and closing on Austin John Smith. Pit lane time has been about 47 seconds. So when Austin comes in, he's going to have to give up the lead. But how much, we'll have to wait and see. Still out there rolling. All eyes are on the leader at the moment, trying to see when he's going to elect to make that left-hand turn and come down pit lane. The gap is now 37 seconds or so to Teft. And he is coming in now. Crowell was able to get past Dennis Kane. But let's jump to where Andrew Teft is up here. And we'll see how close this is going to be. Going to be pretty close here. Smith is out, and Teft will get by. So Teft takes over the lead. Austin John Smith jumps up in line. Looks like he has Ira Kohlhaas behind him. And Corey Crowell. So Smith stayed out about 10 more laps than everybody else that's in the race at the moment. Ira Kohlhaas came down on lap 6 to get a little more fuel. We'll see how far he tries to stretch it. But as everybody has made their pit stops, rolling back through at about second gap all the way around here. We'll go ahead and step aside for our first commercial break. We'll be back after this for the Racers Elite Next Gen Series, round number 1 from Richmond. Welcome back, everybody. As we were away, you did see Austin Smith pull away for the lead here. And we'll make that inside line work. We'll jump back and take a look here. Coming down the front stretch, heading into turn number 1. Austin gets a little low, gets right on that yellow line. Slides up behind Teft. Pulls back down as he starts to get a run coming into 3. And will make the pass as he exits turn 4. He is already out to a 2-second lead now once again. Andrew Teft in second. He's going to probably have a mirror full of Crowell here in a little bit, as Crowell is running almost 0.2 faster second lap times than Teft. Crowell up 4 spots from where he started. Sitting P3 right now. Dennis Kane down a couple spots. Looks like he's slowly working his way around here at Richmond. Kinsley Smith back a couple spots as well, sitting just inside the top 5 at P5. Alex Teft trying to hold on to the lead lap, as you see Austin John Smith closing in a hurry here. Looks like Smith almost hit that wall there. Garrett Larder back in 7th. Ira Kohlhaas coming down to make his pit stop. He was last down on lap 6 after having a little bit of hardware failure. Made that hard right-hand turn right into the wall. Got that all fixed up, and now he has found himself a few laps down. Has been staying about 5 to 6 laps down, but still running pretty competitive out here. Austin Smith makes his way around Alex Teft. Next up looks like Kinsley Smith, but Smith is 17 seconds behind, so he's got about 10 seconds to make up, a little less there. Corey is definitely trying to put it all together. Last night was a little bit of bad luck. Got involved in a couple little things. Didn't really bring out too many cautions last night. A lot less than what was expected. But tonight with 8 drivers, they've been staying pretty clean, staying pretty far away from each other. As Andrew Teft is almost a second in front of Corey Crowell here. Yeah, Josh, those yellow barrels definitely did you in last night. Crowell has about almost 4 seconds ahead of Dennis Kane. We'll see if the 50 lap strategy is going to work as far as pit strategy goes, or if the 60 lap strategy is going to work. But Austin's going to have to either know he can make more laps or figure something else out, because I thought he was going to try and basically 2-stop the race. He last pitted on lap 61. And if 61's as far as you can go on fuel, you're still going to have to pit 3 times. Andrew Teft trying to get past Alex Teft here. Alex is a lap down to the leader. And Andrew's gonna get by here. Put another car between himself and Crowell. Thanks for everybody for tuning in on YouTube. Once again, this is the Racers Elite Next Gen Series. Round number 1 of the Chase for the Cup from Richmond. Andrew Teft is the current points leader by 15 points over everybody else. Oh, that's Alex and Ira Kohlhaas battling here. Not really for position, as Ira's down a few more laps than Alex, but Ira did just pit and get his 4 fresh tires, so he's a little bit faster on track. See if Corey Crowell can get by Alex Teft, and he will, coming down the backstretch. Got almost a stretch gap back to Dennis Kane, but it has been the Austin John Smith show here as we are working through lap 95. Looks like Ira Kohlhaas was making a pass on Andrew Teft, but just didn't quite have enough to hang on as he got a little bit loose there. So Andrew Teft takes back the track position as Teft gets loose coming out of 2. Assume Teft is going to probably come down in a couple laps, make that an even 50-50-50 stop race here. Working through lap 99 right now. Crowell trying to close in. He's staying about a second back. About a second back from Andrew Teft. Oh, Kohlhaas gets by Teft, and now Teft is pretty much running his own race. Looks like he's going to come down pit lane as he pulls off there. Crowell does not. He will continue to roll through. Dennis Kane doesn't stop either. Austin John Smith last time went to lap 61. We'll see if he tries to spread it a little bit more here. Jarrett Larder also in. Dennis Kane coming down. Carwell still staying out as is. As I say that. Austin Smith comes down. Carwell staying out. So he will get to lead the lap probably. Kinsley Smith also out on track. Last pit on lap 52. Still staying out. He's got almost a little over 17 and a half seconds to make up to catch Corey Crawwell here. And like I said, you have to do something different if you're going to catch Austin John Smith there. Crawwell still hanging out. Crawwell coming in this time by. See if Kinsley Smith stays out. And it looks like he will. Takes over the lead for the moment anyway. I can make a few laps here. Get a bonus point for leading that lap, I do believe. No bonus points. Kinsley Smith down, gives the lead back to Austin John Smith. And he's got a 8-second lead now over Andrew Teft. And 12 seconds over Corey Crawwell. Almost 15 over fourth place Dennis Kane. So as everybody has made their pit stops, we're going to step aside for our second break, and we'll see y'all on the other side. You won't miss anything as we go side by side. Welcome back, everybody, to Sim Racing Media and the Racers Elite Next Gen Series, round number 1 from Richmond. I don't know how they get spaced out so much, but tends to be that way sometimes. Who's about to pounce? Josh? While we were away, did have a little incident on track. Let's see, let's go back and take a look, see what happened to the driver behind the leader right now. He is a lap down, first car a lap down, wanting somebody to make a caution happen pretty quick and himself not be involved. Let's see what happened to Corey here. Coming out of 4, looks pretty good. Oh. Off the racing surface and gets back going, but costs him quite a bit of time there, as he is now a lap down and 23 seconds back of the leader. See what strategies are going to be rolling through their minds here. They know they can make 60 laps on a fuel run. So we'll see if anybody's going to try and do a little short pitting to try and get the track position and stay out in front. But the tire difference is not a terribly big advantage. We'll see what happens as they get closer to that time. Looks like Andrew Teft is pretty well sticking with his 50-50-50 race strategy here. Pitted on lap 50, pitted on lap 100, and I imagine we're going to see him come down about 17 laps on 150, barring some sort of disaster here. Dennis Kane wound up in 3rd position after the mistake by Rowell. Rowell was able to get by, so now he got his lap back the hard way. He was almost a half second faster than the leader, so still at the tail end of the lead lap, so not quite as bad as being a lap down, but Andrew Teft came in early. We'll see what the strategy is there. We'll see if that changes the mind of Austin John Smith, or if he's going to stay with his strategy, which has been kind of all over the place. He ran 61 laps the first time and only ran about 40 laps on his second stint. Teft is on his way out of pit lane. Crowell's starting to pull away from Smith just a little bit. I'd assume Crowell is going to try and stay out for a lap longer than Smith does, but we'll see what happens here. Everybody's pretty well spread out. It's kind of almost ridiculously spread out here, as Austin's John Smith has almost a 19-second gap back to Dennis Kane, 22 back to Crowell, 43 back to Kinsley Smith. Andrew Teft is 47 back. Alex Teft is a minute. Larders 2. Arco Haas is 2:30. So this is the closest battle on track. Crowell trying to stay on the lead lap. Austin Smith just out here rolling along. He goes down to the inside, going to put Crowell back to being a lap down. That leaves 2 cars on the lead lap for the moment. Teft is going to try and get one of his laps back. He is right behind leader Austin John Smith, and he will try and do that as they come through 1 and 2. Light up in front of him on the backstretch, and he will do just that. See if I think Austin has almost a 20-second gap now to Dennis Kane, so almost a full lap, or has almost lapped everybody in the field at the moment. He does still have to pit. He last pit on lap 103. The only driver that will not have to pit again probably is Andrew Teft. Teft came down at 1 and 35. You know, you can go 61, 62 laps thereabouts, as Austin Smith did at the start of the race. Looking through the stats, I want to bring up, yeah, he's running towards the back right now, but bring up the stats here one more time. Garrett Larder has raced in 6 races here and has 0 incident points. So 6 races, 626 laps, 0 incidents. So congrats to him, as one of the cleanest drivers here in the Racers Elite Next Gen series. And judging by the way most of our races have run, not too many cautions. They've run 12 races. And have 17 cautions. 4 races without a caution. 2 races with 1, couple with 2. The most cautions they've had in a race is 4, and that was at Dover. Dennis Kane came down pit lane. Alex Teff down. But right now, Austin is putting on a show. As he is coming down pit lane. So that will allow both. Looks like Crowell is gonna be on the lead lap. If he's gonna be able to take over the lead. And he will. He is gonna have to come down pit lane at some point. And Austin Smith is 10 seconds back right now. And after he got back out on track and back up to speed, that gap has been stabilized for a moment, but it's surely going to go back down, especially with fresh tires. And just the way that Smith's been running out here. Crowell is still leading at the moment. Gap now is under 8 seconds. Austin John Smith is in second. He's got almost a 6-second lead over Andrew Teft. He will not have to make a pit stop anymore, but Crowell certainly will. Looks like he's going to come down now. So we have about 40 laps to go. And the clinic is just in session here as Smith is pulling away. The gap back to Teft is almost 8 seconds now. I think if I was Andrew Teft, I would ask somebody to turn sideways in the middle of the track and bring out this caution so we can get back to side-by-side racing. But the way Austin John Smith is running, it's going to take a miracle for anybody to beat him. So we're just going to go non-stop for a little bit. Be quiet and just watch these guys run around. Be back in 5 or 10 laps here. All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, the more things change, the more they stayed the same, as Austin John Smith is out to a 14-second lead over Andrew Teft. Andrew Teft is the only other car on the lead lap at the moment. He's got a 14-second gap to Smith and a almost 14-second gap back to Dennis Kane. Dennis Kane is in third. Corey Crowell is in fourth. Kinsley Smith is in fifth. Alex Teft is in sixth. Ira Kohlhaas and Jarrett Larder are in seventh and eighth. The 8 drivers who started here at Richmond. We're inside 20 to go. Definitely. Josh, hopefully Gateway is a little better as you guys head to Gateway next week in the trucks. Phoenix for both the Xfinity and the Nextgen cars. Teft has got to be looking for something, anything to happen here to try and close this gap. It's now out to over 15 seconds. Dennis Kane is closing just a little bit on Teft. Kane pitted on lap 151. Let's jump on board this number 6 Ford and take a look, see if he's trying to save some fuel here, as he did pit on lap 135 earlier than anybody else. Everybody else waited till 156, 151. Like he might be slowing down just a little bit, trying to save a little bit of fuel, back up the corner a little bit, not quite get full throttle down the straightaways. So might be trying to save a little bit of fuel to hang on here for a podium finish. He doesn't need the win. He'll still walk out of here right now with the points lead. Will be a little bit tighter, but he'll still have the points lead. He'll probably go down to about 10 points after this race. Jump on board the leader. See how he's getting around here at Richmond. To the gyro, see how much banking you see on the turns here. Gap is now almost 17 seconds to Andrew Teft. And this is this is where you wish this was more of a simulator and could simulate flat tires and pit crew errors. But Austin John Smith has to hit his marks for the next 11 laps, and that will be a wrap here from Richmond. Crowell was able to get back by Dennis Kane, so on the podium for That is pretty much the closest battle on track. Less than a half a second separates these two on track. Earl has about 12 seconds to make up on Andrew Teft. But it looks like Austin Smith is going to try and Sarah, in this series, it's basically they reset it and have 10 races, and whoever has the most points after 10 races wins the championship. So it's based on points alone for the final. Let's see, how many races do they have here? 1, 2, 3. Final 7 races in this Nextgen series. So everybody reset tonight with 2,000 plus the bonus points for winning races and stuff before the chase started. Then after that, the points are basically go to so the points are 46 for a win, and then after that it goes 42 for second, and then -1 point all the way till you get to the last car in the race. So like right now, because Andrew won 6 races, he's the points leader. He's got 2,018 points, whereas the bottom tier who hadn't won a race are stuck at that 2,000. And then there was, looks like 5 drivers that won a race, so they got 3 points for their wins as well. Well, that's what I'm here for, as we got 2 laps to go. Final lap now for Austin Smith. Everybody else has a couple more laps to go. Andrew Teft is going to finish as the only other car on the lead lap, as Austin Smith is rolling through 4 and will come to the start-finish line, and he will win here at Richmond. I'd say put the competition to sleep, winning by 20 seconds. Corey Crowell will finish 3rd. Andrew Teft coming through 4 here, going to finish 2nd. Dennis Kane going to come in 4th. Alex Teft 5th. Kinsley Smith 6th. Jarrett Larder 7th. And Ira Kohlhaas will be 8th. As Austin is parked and burning it down here. See if we can get these drivers up here real quick. Hey, Corey, Mike up in the booth. How's it going, man?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Well, a caution-free race. You were able to battle back after a little mistake there and finish P3. How was the racing out there tonight?
Oh, racing was good. Struggled trying to get it to rotate, but other than that, it was pretty clean racing. Made that mistake. That was about it.
Yeah, definitely. So you get some points. You're battling for the championship. How are you feeling about the way you guys are going to close out the season?
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna miss a week for work and vacation, so I'm trying to stack as much points as I possibly can. Then I guess hope for some misfortune. I don't think it's gonna happen with Austin and Andrew. So on this side of the series, but yeah, hopefully, we'll see.
Well, definitely, man. Well, congrats on your P3 finish. Anybody want to thank before I get you out of here?
You for broadcasting, as always. Racers Elite for the league. BF's Designs.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats again, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you.
Yep. See if we can bring up Andrew up here. Andrew, Mike in the booth. How's it going, man?
Hey, Mike. Pretty well.
Well, another caution-free race. Didn't quite go your way, but you were able to bring home a P2.
Yeah, I made a couple more mistakes than Austin did. He ran a really good race. Ran through my pit board one time and backed it in the wall on new tires. I don't know if he caught that, but came in a little early my last stop to use my fast repair and get the car back up to speed. But yeah, at that point, my goal was just stay on the lead lap, so I managed to do that. But yeah, he was tough to beat tonight. I didn't see many mistakes, if any.
Yeah, I didn't notice any, and I didn't catch you catching that wall. Had a couple other guys getting a little loose there, but nothing really to bring out a caution, so couldn't reset the field. I was kind of joking when I saw you were the only other car in the lead lap that somebody needs to, cause a caution there to stack back up the field, give you a chance, but that didn't happen. But you were able to hang on to P2.
Yeah, I thought I might bring one out there for a second. Did a pretty long drift all the way around 1 and 2. Backed it in a little bit, but kept it going. So, yeah, that definitely would have shook some things up. I couldn't tell. It seemed like a couple guys might be on some fuel strategy stuff, stretching it, but kind of hard to save. Cars are pretty wound up here, so.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats on your P2. Anybody you want to thank before I get you out of here?
Yeah, you guys as always for putting on the show. Everybody for showing up. It's kind of a rough track, but heading into Gateway and Phoenix next week, so maybe that'll be a little more enticing than Richmond.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats again on your P2.
Yeah, thank you. And if anybody's interested in racing, just check out racerselite.com. You'll find an invite to our Discord server there. We'll get you all set up.
Definitely. All right. Let's see if we can get Austin up here in the booth. Hey, Austin, Mike up in the booth. How's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you, Mike?
Oh, not too bad. Well, that was a dominating performance here.
Yeah, it felt good. I got out front right away and just set sail. How'd it look from your point of view?
Well, it looked like there was a little competition. I was kind of joking towards the end of the race when you were starting to pull away that somebody needed to cause a caution, bring the field back together, at least have a little bit of race there for the end. But now you made all the right calls and didn't make any mistakes. Saw a few from some of the other drivers, but you seem to be mistake-free, and it showed out on track.
Yeah, it was really tough to get a feel for the car when we were practicing around. I was really nervous. Thing was really, really loose, but something clicked, and clean air helped, and just kind of went away with it. But it was really tough on cold tires as well. When you're coming out of the pits, you really had to take it easy those first couple laps, and then you could get back into it. So there were a couple times when I almost lost it right after pit stops, but overall, good race.
Yeah, definitely. So you get a win here. You close the gap to Andrew for the championship. How are you feeling about a championship run here?
Yeah, feeling good about it. I had a little, I didn't get to start the season right away with everybody, so I got some catching up to do, but I feel good about it. Got some good tracks coming up. I think Phoenix is in a couple weeks, usually good at that track, so we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can make a run.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats on your win. Anybody want to thank before I get you out of here?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting. Racers Elite for the League. Shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to him. And just thanks to my family for letting me race.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats once again.
Thanks.
All right, let's go ahead and bring up the race results here. Austin Smith wins the race. Andrew Teft, last car on the lead lap, finishes P2. Corey Crawwell in third. Dennis Kane fourth. Alex Teft in fifth. Kinsley Smith, Jarrett Larder, Ira Kohaas are the drivers who competed tonight. Matthew Wilson and Jason Montville did not start. So that was pretty quick, fast, in a hurry going through the results, as there was only 8 drivers out on track, but we should get more to show up next week at Phoenix, as these guys have grown every week we've been broadcasting them. But from all the drivers of the Racers Elite Next Gen Series and all of us here at Sim Racing Media, I want to say goodnight, and I will see you next time.